Section 2.2.RA-4. The data below represent the per capita average disposable income after taxes for 25 randomly selected cities in a recent year, and we're going to complete part A and B. What we want to do is we want to construct a frequency histogram of the data with a first class having a lower class limit of 30,000 and a class width of 6,000. Now a histogram is constructed by drawing rectangles for each class of data. A frequency histogram, the height of each rectangle is the frequency of the class. The width of each rectangle is the same and the rectangles touch each other. So as stated, use 30,000 as the lower limit of the first class and a class width of 6,000. If desirable, you can use technology to create the histogram. So let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so here's your data. We're going to go ahead and open it up in Statcrunch. Okay, now that we have our data pulled up, we're going to go ahead and select Graph and go to Histogram. And then we're going to select our column. And then the question is asking us to put in the lower class limit of 30,000 and the width of 6,000. So where it says bins start at, you're going to put in 30,000. And then the width is given as 6,000. Okay. Now we could also label the X and Y axis. So if you look here, we already have the Y axis as frequency. So if we want to label the X axis to say per capita income, then we can do that. And then we're going to go ahead and select compute. Okay, so there is our numbers. Now if you look down at the bottom, it says 30,000, 36,000, 42,000, 48,000, 54,000. And so if you look over here to your right, okay, these numbers that you're going to have when you're looking at your assignment might look a little bit different because it's saying that it's the per capita income in thousands. So they basically knocked off the 3 zeros, and that's why it's labeled that way. But this is the exact same graph, only in this case it's in thousands. So there are graph matches. Now we want to construct a relative frequency histogram of the data with a first class having a lower class limit, again, of 30,000 and a class width of 6,000. So again, we can do this by hand. Let's go ahead and do this by putting this into Statcrunch. So again, I have my data already up here. I'm going to go ahead and select graph. I'm going to go down to histogram again. I'm going to select my column. And then again, we're starting at 30,000 for our lower class limit. We know that our width is 6,000. We all know that the X axis label, we can go ahead and again put in per capita income. And the Y axis is already going to be labeled at frequency. And so now we're going to go ahead and then select that. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that into our assignment here. And then let's compare it to the solution here. So we can see that again, in this particular example, and what we just got, is that yes, it may look slightly different because again, this is per capita income in thousands. So this is 30, 36, 42, where this is 30,000, 36,000. So therefore you have your relative frequency histogram.